Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you for being here this morning. Welcome to Car Chronicles. Give me 1 second. Ooh, welcome to Car Chronicles. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, it is Monday. Hopefully you guys got your coffee and your tea and you got where you need to be this morning. I appreciate you guys joining us this morning. Good morning. I see you guys coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Hopefully you guys got a chance to check out Dragiversary's video on yesterday. You guys know we had it on yesterday versus Saturday because I had an outing on Saturday. But hopefully you guys checked the video out and hit that like button. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a great time. We spilled some tea. We cracked some jokes, okay? And we had our little shenanigans, honey. We scrolled on down Pettyville yesterday. So thank y'all for being here and supporting, all right? Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Yes. So let's get on with the show, all right? Yeah. So celebrity news is always first, honey. So let's get through it. Okay, so ex-Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member Eva Marcille, you guys know who she is. She's basically saying that she chooses peace, you guys, over finances. She's tired of fighting in this situation with her divorce. She's done with her divorce now. It's been finalized. We kind of touched on it a little bit. I think I have a picture. Yes. All right, so this is Eva. For those of you who remember her, y'all remember she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That is Eva. Okay, so she's saying that she chooses peace over finances, and she finally finalizes her divorce from Mike Sterling, and even refuses child support and alimony from him as well. You guys, the two of them have 3 kids together, and Eva and Mike were married for 5 years. All right. Now, Eva and Mike, they signed some type of settlement agreement on August the 3rd, waiving both parties' rights, you guys, to alimony or spousal support. So neither one of them will pay each other spousal support or alimony or child support. Okay, so they're saying that both agree that they each have ample income and assets to support the children in their respective homes. So of course, Mike has moved out of the home that Eva purchased, okay, into his own place. Y'all know at one point he was trying to save the marriage, but Eva did not want to. It was said and alleged that Mike stepped out of the marriage. So Eva couldn't get past that, and she decided to go ahead through with the divorce. So they both finalized it. All right. They're also saying that both Eva and Mike will maintain their own respective bank accounts and retirement accounts, and will also come to a private custody agreement for the 3 kids. Okay. They're saying that it's unclear how Eva's daughter from the previous relationship, how that situation will be handled, because you guys know her name is Marley Ray. Y'all know that she was adopted by Mike. Mike adopted her, gave her his last name as well. So they're trying to figure out how that's going to work out, being that she's not his biological child. So this is what the news sources are saying. All right. So rumors are circulating, like I said, that Mike did have some infidelity in the relationship, which caused Eva to go with the divorce, because at one point he was saying he was going to fight with everything in him to keep the marriage, because he did not want to divorce. He wanted to work things out with Eva, because they've only been married for a short, span of time. But Mike, he's still fighting his lawsuit and his court filings from the DUI. You guys remember that he had. I did a live on it where he had an accident where he slammed into someone and caused a really bad accident. They sued him. So he's still dealing with that situation as well. So while he's dealing with, the pain from the divorce, he's also still dealing with the legal issue with him having this DUI, as well as with the courts. Okay. And with, being sued or whatever for being over the legal limit while driving. So that's the news on Eva and Mike. Prayers to them, honey. Y'all, I told y'all about Eva losing all this weight. Child, Eva lost a lot of weight. They're saying she's barely 100 pounds. So hopefully she gets through whatever it is that she's dealing with. Divorce, they're saying can be like a death. When you lose someone that you've been with, that you bonded with, that you've had children with, there's a certain type of bond that comes after that. So to break that bond and to go your separate ways, sometimes it can be really hard. So it's looking like it's taking a very negative effect on her while she's healing, and it's starting to show in her appearance. So prayers to Eva that she gets through this, and therapy is the best way to do it. Okay. They said that she went live yesterday and she looks good. Well, great. I'm hoping that she is getting better. I like Eva. I do. A lot of people don't, but I like Eva. I do. Moving on, honey. Wendy Williams, honey. Wendy Williams, she opens a secret bank account, okay, after her bank accounts were frozen, okay. They're saying that Wendy has been trying to reclaim her money by opening a secret account to redirect her money into her own personal account, okay, to be able to control her own funds, because it's looking like she's not being able to move and navigate the way she wants to. So they're saying that Wendy's money was originally going into a Wells Fargo account where it was being monitored because she had financial struggles. Y'all know she's not well health wise, okay. So she has someone to handle those things for her, okay. So they're saying that Wendy's financial advisor told Wells Fargo that she was financially of unsound mind, resulting in Wendy getting placed under a guardianship. So she's been placed under a guardianship for quite some time now. So they've been handling her funds, and she doesn't like that. So Wendy is said to not know how to use the account, you guys. They said she don't know how to use the account or how to make deposits, and she refuses to accept checks. So I don't think she might want to be trying to handle her accounts, because baby, and I get it, you don't trust the guardian, but maybe you want to have another guardian placed over your money if you don't trust how they're handling things, to where you feel you need to go get an account and then you go mess up things if you don't know how to handle it, because that can be very tricky. All right. So they're saying that Wendy has been trying to, like I said, reclaim control of her money, because dealing with a guardian has been very difficult. Okay. So they're saying that Wendy, as we know, has several health issues, and her alcoholism is one of her issues, at which she's been in and out of rehab, as you guys know. Her ex-husband, Kevin, he's trying to come back and handle things, saying that he don't like the way the people that's handling Wendy's business is handling her. And he feels that, he says he still loves Wendy. He wants to come back and try to make things work with the two of them again. I think he wants to have his hands on that money. He knows Wendy has money. He's hurting for money. Sharina has left him and took that baby. He is looking for a payout and for Wendy to once again take care of him. And I hope she sticks to her guns and say, absolutely not, Kevin, get the hell out of here. Okay. He's lost everything. He's had to get rid of cars. He had to sell his home. He is struggling. So he's looking back like, you know what? All of a sudden now, Wendy, even though she's sick and carrying on, even though she's going through what she's going through, all of a sudden now she looks great again. All of a sudden I'm in love with her again. Absolutely not, Kevin. We see you, and no, stay your ass away from Wendy. Whoever's taking care of her, let them do it, because you're just trying to bleed her dry financial wise. Okay. Now they're saying that Wendy's son has moved closer to help his mom because he felt that the people around her that was hired to take care of her was taking advantage of her. So Kevin Jr. has moved closer to be around Wendy and to help her out and kind of keep an eye on what's going on with her. Okay. I don't know why Kevin keeps playing this damn game. I think he's trying to get money to get back with Sharina, because y'all know that's really what they were doing, sitting back on Wendy while Wendy was taking care of them and their baby. So like I said, Wendy was seen, you guys, at a mattress store. Do you guys remember that? Wendy was seen at a mattress store, knocked the hell out drunk, sleep on a mattress, you guys, in a mattress store. And they had to wake her ass up and tell her she had to get out of there. She was in there snoring, knocked the hell out. So that's just how bad Wendy is doing. She was also seen trying to get into the wrong car and walking up and speaking to strangers, and people was looking at her like, what the hell going on here? What's going on with Wendy? She was looking very out of it. Her eyes were looking real, like this. She's not well. She's not well. I don't think that she is in a place health-wise to where she should be trying to take on anything on her own, especially when it comes to her finances, because Wendy got some money. Wendy's got some money, baby. The wrong zero, the zero in the wrong place could be a bad thing when you are dealing with money. All right. But like I said, Wendy was said to be, she was trying to restart her podcast a while back as well. Okay. But her health, like I said, isn't going to allow it enough for her to proceed with it. After she was heard with slurred speech, okay, she tried it for a little while. She had, I think, Fat Joe on there, and people were kind of looking at her like, what the hell going on? She was talking, and her speech was very slurred, and she seemed like she was kind of out of it. And that's when people was like, yeah, I don't think this is a great time for Wendy to be trying to come back to do this podcast, because she's not well enough to do it. But prayers to Wendy. I hope she figures it out. Like I said, with this new account that she has, they may want to shut it down and just stick with whoever is over handling your finances for now, or designate someone else to handle it. Okay. They said, Caramel, your chat was jumping yesterday. It said replay. Yeah, we had a great time in the chat yesterday. We did. We had to check somebody in the chat, honey. But hey, we had a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video yesterday for Dragiversary, okay? Absolutely. Go on over there, honey, if you didn't check it out, and hit that like button as well. All right. Again, rest in peace. I said it in my Dragiversary. Again, rest in peace to Mr. Bob Barker, honey, from The Price is Right. Y'all remember Bob Barker. As I reported before, he was 99 years old. He passed away of natural causes, according to the news sources, okay? Baby, the Lord said, come on up. Y'all know he used to say, come on down. But the Lord told him, honey, come on up. And he came on up there, child. So rest in peace to you, Bob Barker, baby. You lived a long, long life. 99 years, that's very impressive. That's very impressive. So shout out to Bob Barker, honey. I remember, like I was saying before, sitting with my grandparents watching, and we knew all the answers, child, to the questions. And baby, yes. And y'all know I always love when he said, you get a new car. Y'all remember that? But shout out to Bob Barker, child. He is gone on up to the upper room. All right, moving on. Singer Kelis, you guys. Singer Kelis. This is a funny story to me, because I was still trying to figure out, like, what in the hell? All right, so singer Kelis, you guys, and Bill Murray, okay, the actor Bill Murray, they said that their relationship, you guys, have come to an end. They only dated for 2 months. I was shocked to even find out that they were dating. All right, let me show y'all a picture. Y'all remember him. Bill Murray, that's Kelis. Y'all remember Kelis, honey? My milkshake brings out a voice to the yard. Her. Yeah, that's Bill Murray. Y'all remember him, honey. He's been in quite a few movies, okay? My favorite movie from him, I gotta say, is what's the movie where damn, here we go. What's the movie where he it was like the same thing happening every day. I can't remember that damn movie to save my life, but that's one of my favorite movies from him. He's funny as hell in that movie. But anyway, they dated for like 2 months. All right. It says that after 2 months of dating, that Kelis and Bill Murray, they're broken up. All right. It says that an insider close to the couple reported that Kelis was allegedly the one that called things off. They said while they're no longer together, Groundhog Day. Thank you. That's one of my favorite movies from Bill Murray. They're saying that Kelis is the one that called things off. They're saying that while they're no longer together, that the source is said that the two are still very fond of each other, but things just kind of ran its course in 2 months. Girl, must be the money, honey. Must be the money. Ooh, child. So they're saying that they both have very busy schedules and after a whirlwind romance that they decided to go their separate ways, and that they hope to remain friends, but also plan to get on with their lives. Okay. They're saying that that the two started dating back in June and met up a few times in the States as well as in London. Okay. They said that they've clearly hit it off, and they said that they were both seen at the same hotel, and he's been to watch her perform several times before he went to some type of show in London. All right. They're saying that when the news broke about the pair dating, that social media went crazy and went into a frenzy. I'm sorry. So they're saying that fans took to social media to process the idea of the two being together. It was just weird, y'all. It was just weird. And they made a lot of jokes about it. They said, is this the old McDonald that's been on Kelis' farm all this time? Because y'all know she has a farm now. Kelis, she handles animals, and she does all this, she has vegetables and all types of stuff that she be growing and stuff like that. So they, fans were kind of laughing at the fact that the two of them were together, because he looked like he could be her great granddaddy. Okay. So they're saying that milkshake singer Kelis is dating 17-year-old Bill Murray. And they're trying to figure out what the hell the two of them were doing together. Okay. I was like, Lord. So they just have a bunch of memes where they were picking at the fact that the two of them were together. I mean, child, love is love. I already said it, honey. Get geriatric love. Get it how you get it, child. Moving on, honey. Bronny James, we got an update on Bronny James, okay? Bronny James, you guys, is they have a update on his diagnosis. As you guys know, we talked about how he had some stuff going on with his heart. So they're saying that he has been diagnosed with congenital heart defect, okay? His family is very confident that he will be able to return to playing basketball again. That's so tricky. That's so tricky. They're saying a month after Bronny James was rushed to the hospital for cardiac arrest during a basketball practice, they're saying that doctors have finally identified the cause of his health scare. Okay, that's so scary. They're saying that doctors are saying that they've discovered the congenital heart defect that can be treated after extensive testing. Okay, this says, as for the James family, that they are in better spirits and that they hope that they can continue his basketball career because he's pretty good. Okay, so that is the update on Bronny James. That is, let's show him. Let's show a picture of him. That's LeBron James' son, Bronny James. Okay, so they pinpointed what the issue is with his heart, and they're saying that it is a congenital heart defect. So he's hoping to be able to play basketball again. Just be careful, honey. I know he has the best doctors that's handling what he's dealing with. It's a very tricky thing. You don't want to get out there and be playing and something else happens. I would be scared to allow my son to do it again. But we'll see what the doctors say, honey. And I'm sure that they're going to follow everything that the doctors are telling them to do as related to that. All right, so also in the news, one of my favorite R&B groups, the Isley Brothers, they're in the news. Let's talk about it. Ron and Rudolph Isley, you guys, they are preparing to head to court over rights to the Isley Brothers name. So they're fighting. They're fighting. I hate to see siblings fight. So this is, y'all know Ron Isley, and that's his brother Rudolph Isley. For those of you that follow the Isley Brothers group, I love them, love the Isley Brothers. I like just about everything they put out. Love it, love, love. Y'all know I'm a music person. All right, so they're saying 5 months after Rudolph Isley sued his brother Ron Isley over issues relating to the trademark for their R&B group, the Isley Brothers. They says that it looks like there's no sign that the matter will be quickly resolved anytime soon, honey. So they're saying, in fact, Ronald and Rudolph are officially headed to court to hash the lawsuit out in front of a jury. So they're going to have a whole jury up in there. All right, so they're saying that reports are that the development came on Wednesday of August 23rd after Judge Thomas M. Durkin ruled against the lawsuit's dismissal, honey. Okay. They're saying that Judge Durkin reportedly denied the request because of the unique circumstances surrounding the dispute. They're saying as a result, both sides would gather evidence before the case eventually heads to trial. They're saying in a statement, they're saying that Brian D. Kaplan, one of Rudolph's attorneys, said that the client was pleased with Ronald's request for dismissal being denied. Okay, so they're saying that Rudolph Isley is encouraged by the court's decision denying his brother's motion to dismiss his complaint. Mr. Isley looks forward to obtaining a declaration confirming his 50% ownership interest in the band's name, the Isley Brothers. Okay, with respect to the band that he formed with his two brothers, Ronald and O'Kelly, in 1954. They've been out for a long time, okay? Now, they're saying, as reported, that the drama between Rudolph and Ronald Isley made headlines earlier this year after the former accused the latter of attempting to keep their Isley Brothers trademark all to himself. They're saying on November 2021 that Ronald filed for exclusive rights to the band name, and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office registered the trademark in August of 2022. So they're saying in turn that Rudolph sued and alleged that following the passing of O'Keefe Isley in 1986, he and Ronald each had 50% ownership over the group's name. Okay, so they're saying, however, Ronald says that since Rudolph allegedly hasn't performed under the Isley Brothers name in decades, that he gave up his rights to the trademark. That's not how that works. So they're saying that he requested that the lawsuit be thrown out, but it doesn't look like the situation will be handled so easily. Okay, so they're going to be fighting for this. It doesn't matter if he didn't perform or not in decades. If he owns part ownership of that name, he still gets residuals whether he perform or not, and that's just how it does. That's how it goes legally. So they are in court fighting, honey, to gain ownership of 50-50. He should get 50-50 if he helped start the group. If he's not willing to go and perform or whatever, and I get it, he felt, you ain't on stage, y'all know how it is, you ain't on stage, you ain't up there singing and sweating with the rest of us, so you shouldn't be getting nothing. That's just not how it works legally. If he owns part of the patent to the group, he still gets residuals from the group, period. How do I know? Shit, I deal in stuff like that, music contracts and shit. I know about it. I write music. I know all about it and how it works, copywriting and all of that. Now make sure your business is taken care of when it comes to that. He ain't got to perform. If his name is on that paperwork, he's still going to get money. So Ronald, just go on and pay him, child. I know you got that young wife and you want to have that extra money so you can splurge or whatever. But listen, Ronald, you've been in some mess too. I love me some Ron Isley, but wasn't Ron Isley trying to be signing some stuff under his deceased brother's name to be trying to get money? back in the day too. One of his brothers, y'all know, one of his brothers passed away, and he was trying to file some tax papers or something like that to be getting some money under his deceased brother's name. Y'all remember that? Ron is something else, child. But shout out to them, honey. Moving on. We got some good topics this morning. Woo, child. All right. Okay, so check this out, y'all. A former Indiana postal worker who pleaded guilty, you guys, to stealing 1.7 million in mail checks, okay, is sentenced to over 3 years in prison, okay? Anybody ever had some mail checks sent to them and was stolen out the mail? Anybody ever went through that? I don't have checks. Well, anything, if they can put it in my account, I prefer it that way. Certain people just, prefer to have their stuff mailed to them. If I'm gonna have some money sent to me, I'm gonna be like, look, put that shit in my account. Let me give you my routing and say what, I'm from Indiana. Let's talk about it. Somebody say I'm from Indiana. Let's talk about it, child. So they're saying that a former Indiana postal worker has been sentenced to over 3 years in prison, honey. They're saying that according to the news source that the man pleaded guilty to stealing at least 272 mail checks that amounted to $1.7 million. Lord, that's a lot of money. They're saying that according to the outlet, that the 42-year-old James Lancaster reportedly apologized for his actions ahead of his sentencing this past Wednesday. They're saying then he shared that he is focused on turning his life around. Oh, of course you are now that you are caught, because you will be still stealing these damn checks had you not been caught. Why people always want to be bringing God into, oh, I'm turning my life over to the Lord now that you caught me. Where's my Bible? I was just reading in Ephesians 4:7 yesterday. Boy, shut your ass up. You won't think about God. You won't think about turning your life around when you was taking these damn checks. But moving on. He said that my actions not only damaged my character, but everyone involved. He says, I want everyone to know that I am truly sorry for everything that's happened. This is what he said in court. Now, they're saying that the outlet adds that Lancaster's defense attorney, Sam Ansel, also requested that the judge offer Lancaster mercy by sentencing him to probation rather than jail time. No. So they're saying that this is one of those unusual situations where the sentencing guidelines is more than what's necessary. They're saying that Ansel explained that he says, I think in this case that the harm that's going to come to him and his family is significant. Well, what about the people who was expecting their checks? You got people that's on fixed incomes and you out here stealing people money. He's saying that a prison sentence is not necessary, but probation would be more adequate. No. So they're saying that despite this, they're saying that reports that Lancaster was sentenced to 40 months in prison by the U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Walton Pratt on Wednesday. Okay, so they're saying additionally that the outlets report that after the sentencing that Judge Pratt explains that Lancaster has no excuse for his actions. Okay, they're saying that the judge also added that Lancaster, a former Indiana U.S. Postal customer service manager, y'all, showed nothing other than greed and disregard for his victims. He was a manager at the damn post office and was stealing checks, y'all. So they're saying that the defendant really has no excuse for his actions, and that Judge Pratt explained that Mr. Lancaster was in a position of trust at a busy post office. But showed nothing other than greed and disregard for his victims, which we just said. So ultimately, they're saying that Judge Pratt also added that Lancaster's alleged actions seriously impacted businesses whose checks were confiscated in the scheme and eroded the public's trust in the U.S. Postal Services. Okay, so furthermore, the judge ordered that Lancaster to serve 3 years of supervision and pay more than $88,000 in restitution to the affected victims. Okay, do he even have that money? But he is set to serve his time. This is him. That's the guy that stole the money. He was a manager at the post office. For anybody that live in that area, honey, that is who he is. Okay, that's so sad. I despise a thief. I really do. I cannot stand a thief. That shit irritates me. Cause baby, listen, you ain't got to steal nothing. If you hurting for money like that, it's so many programs out there that can help you get where you need to be and put some money in your pocket. You're a manager at the post office. You should not be doing that. But whatever, child. Moving on. Steve Harvey, honey, and Marjorie are said to have some marital issues. We're going to talk about it. I kind of hinted on it a little bit in another video. We're going to finish talking about it. They're saying that after rumors of Marjorie having some type of sexual relationship with a security guard that works for Steve. Okay. Steve Harvey was asked during an interview with at what is it Invest at the Invest Festival about the rumors of the marital issues with Marjorie, and he responded by saying that I'm not into addressing rumors. He says that me and Marjorie are fine. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. Of course, he ain't gonna be like, yeah, me and Marjorie, we're having some issues and she's been cheating and blah blah blah. He ain't about to do that. He's not about to do that. All right, so I do have a audio that I want to play with Steve here. Give me 1 second so I can pull it up. Here we go.
I don't know what y'all doing, but find something else to do, because we find. Lord have mercy. Man, I sure wish I could cuss though. You know, listen, sometimes you just want to respond, but I ain't got no time for rumor and gossip, man. God been good to me. I'm still shining. I appreciate y'all coming. Listen.
Y'all hear that? He didn't really address God's been good. Yeah, God's been good to you, but everybody's asking you about these rumors. Now, not that you owe anybody an explanation of your business, but at the end of the day, if your wife is stepping out on you, then I mean, you being everybody else's business, it's only right and fair that you go ahead on and talk about yours. I mean, hell, if Marjorie's stepping out, we already know she's a black widow, child. Marjorie's a whole black widow. So they said that Marjorie is said to want half of Steve's fortune if the marriage ends. Okay. And it sounds like Steve may be trying to forgive her and keep her ass around because he don't want half of that money gone. Now it said that, yeah, y'all hear that? She want half of whatever he has if the marriage ends. So if Steve divorced her, Marjorie is going for half of Steve's money. So he trying to do what he got to do to keep her ass. If she steps out, he gonna probably be like, all right, let's go to counsel. Let's fix this shit because you ain't about to go through my damn pockets. Marjorie is about that money. Marjorie is about that money. All right. She done tricked his ass into marrying her and changing her kid's last name into Steve's last name to make their last name be Harvey. Y'all already know Lori Harvey. That's not Steve Harvey's biological child. So she knows what she's doing. She's setting herself up to be okay financially as well as her children whenever something happens. Okay. Somebody says, so it's her daughter. All right. So sounds like he and Marjorie had some type of conversation. Okay. That whatever happened to Mr. Top Flight Security Guard or whatever you did with Mr. Top Flight Security Guard, like we're not getting ready to break up and or get divorced because Steve is like, bitch, I ain't got time to be over here broke. Now, y'all know that Steve was interested in Marjorie a while back, and this was before they got married, and I was reading up on this. It was said that Marjorie didn't even want to even date Steve or give him the time of day. She didn't even think he was fine. She thought his lips was too big. She didn't think he was fine, and plus he didn't have a lot of money then. So she didn't want to date him. She didn't want anything to do with him. But as soon as his money got right, here she comes. All of a sudden, he fine now. Y'all see how Marjorie worked? Mm-hmm. So you need to be keeping your drawers on and keep your legs closed, Miss Marjorie Slick Harvey. Okay. Steve, like I said, she didn't want Steve back in the day, but Steve had his eye on her, but she wasn't checking for his ass because he didn't have no money. And she was talking about his lips was all swollen. But she's demanding $400 million if Steve divorces her. What do y'all think about that? Somebody said, go Marjorie. 400 million is what Marjorie Harvey is asking for if Steve Harvey divorces her. So, and from my understanding, they're saying there's no prenup involved. So, bitch, listen, she gonna be with him forever until that money is gone. She gonna bleed through them pockets, baby, until it's gone. And if he mess around and divorce her ass, you got 400 million going out the door. That's a lot of money. She sat back and watched him, and she waited, honey, till she can hit the jackpot. And baby, that's exactly what she's doing. But moving on, honey. This is going to be, is this the last topic? I think this is the last topic. Yeah. All right. So Martel Holt, you guys, I really don't want to talk about his ass this morning, but it's a hot topic. So let's talk about it. Martel Holt, honey, it said that 3 years ago, okay, they said that 3 years ago that Mel wasn't pleasing him. Y'all remember, which is why he decided to go out and cheat with Ariane. Okay. He's still on this hoe. If you guys watch the trailer that's coming up, he's saying that Melody was the one that actually cheated, which then made him go and cheat, which I call bullshit. All right. Now, Melody revealed in the new trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville that's coming up that Martel has never, and when I say never, emphasis on never, ever, gave her an orgasm the whole time that she was married to him. Oh my God. I don't know if I want to stay with somebody like that. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that sex is everything, but it is a form of communication. And while you're doing those things, whatever you're doing, because some people like the golden showers, we talked about it yesterday. Whatever you're doing in the bedroom, you want to be pleased in that aspect. You want that person to be able to hit all those spots that you enjoy. And I want to keep it clean this morning. Okay, I don't want nobody sitting there holding their chest, honey, while we're talking about it, but I want to try to keep it as clean as possible. When you are married, sex is a form of communication. You want to be pleased in that aspect, and you want to please that person as well as you want them to please you. So if you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the taking, and then they feel like, oh, I'm going to go step out and do what I want to do because you're not doing what I want you to do. Martel was upset because he's saying Mel didn't give him enough throat action. If y'all know what I'm saying, he didn't get enough BJs. So he says, oh, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out here and I'm going to mess with Ariane and I'm going to mess with this person and that person. And well, if you're not pleasing her, because according to her, you weren't pleasing her as well, Martel. So do you think that it's fair that you get these passes to be going out here doing what you were doing when she's saying, you know, she's not being pleased either? Somebody said, Lord, that's some real money. Y'all still talking about Marjorie? Baby, she is a hot damn mess. All right. So Martel claims that Mel was the one, like I said, that was cheating on him. But when Mel brought up the cheating allegations, y'all remember on the yacht when Kimmy and Maurice got married, when Melody was talking to him out on the yacht, when Melody mentioned that that Martel was messing with Ariane and disrespecting her, and she was tired of that, and she was going into details. Martel, of course, was very uncomfortable. Okay. And he never said during that conversation, well, you cheated on me first and you did this. It was not until Melody decided that she was done with Martel to walk away from him, to leave him, to where then he started these allegations of her cheating on him. My thing is this: with Martel being the type of person who lives for the YouTube movement, anytime you call him out on his shit, he never ever said that Melody cheated on him, like I said, until she made up her mind to leave him. And this is the type of mess that we keep seeing with Martel. He's very manipulative and conniving, and he's a liar. I don't believe that Melody cheated on him. I feel like she put up with a lot of bullshit in that marriage in an effort to keep her children together, to keep her family together. And all while Martel was doing what he wanted to do and getting what he wanted. And the one time that she decided that she was not going to be sleeping with him, because at one point they were said that Melody even stopped sleeping with Martel and stopped giving him sexual favors, which then he felt pushed to go out and do what he was doing. But I'm not going to be putting my mouth on you down there if you're out there with everybody else. And I respect her for that. And a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't withhold sex from your spouse or your significant other. Well, when they're out running around with other people, I totally agree that you should, because you have to protect yourself, your body, your health at any means, for any means necessary. I'm not going to put myself in a situation to be catching things in an effort to please you and keep your ego from not being bruised. And that's what Martel wanted Melody to do. She was smart. She said, I'm not about to be catching stuff, running behind you and pleasing you when you're not even really pleasing me. Now I'm all for a person saying, you know what? I can't. So like I said, Martel claims that Melody was the one who cheated on him. But when Melody brought up the infidelities on the yacht at Kimmy and Maurice's wedding, Martel was very apologetic. Martel was doing the whole, well, I'm not going to be seeing her no more. And that was back then. And why you got to put our business out there? Our business should have stayed in the household. Not once did he mention that Melody stepped out and cheated on him. And I find that to be very interesting, because if she stepped out, you would have been the first person to go ahead and put that business out there. But the simple fact that you chose to use that as a means to try to embarrass her, knowing that it was lies, in an effort to make yourself look good, because Martel is about image. He's scared. And I keep saying it. I've said it so many times. Martel is scared to go back to where he used to be. So if he can make everybody not like Melody, not support her, and to make himself look good, like he for years was saying, oh, I'm such a great father. I love my children. My children mean everything to me. And then for Melody to come out and say, you know what? He hasn't done anything for the children since we divorced. So in Martel's mind, he feels that because Melody left him, that everything stops. That means you being a good father, as you claim to be. Well, just give the kids to me. If you're so busy, if you got to be working, if you got to be out of town and you can't tell me when you're in and out of town, then just give the kids to me. It doesn't work that way, sir. Because you don't want the kids when it's your time to get them. Okay. But he was apologetic to Melody, as you guys remember, when the cheating allegations came out. So now that the new season is coming out, he's going to be screaming all up in Nell Fletcher's face. He's going to be that same bullshit that he's been doing. Still trying to convince people that Melody was the one who cheated. Okay. I'm not buying it. And I call bullshit once again. All right. Martel knew that Melody leaving would reveal, okay, one, that she really was the boss in everything between the two of them. And that Holden Holt was something that she was running and not him, because he had already put those lies out there that he was the boss. Okay. Martel, he was upset that Mel was leaving him, because that was going to let everybody know that he was the one that messed up the marriage and not her. And he also lied about discontinuing his relationship with Coleslaw, because we then found out that she was again pregnant after you sat there in Melody's face and lied to her and told her, well, I'm not seeing her anymore and I'm just focused on you and I want our marriage to work. Well, not so much if this girl has done popped up pregnant 1 year after your wife gave birth to your last child. Okay. Now, Martel's issue with Melody is that, like I said, she left and exposed him by her walking away from him. That also exposed him. Martel and any other narc, they don't like to be exposed. Okay. So he is on a mission to make people believe that he is not the only one who cheated. And he's standing on that. He's made that his storyline this upcoming season, so much so he is seen screaming in Nell Fletcher's face. And I don't understand why Chris Fletcher likes to stand back and act so on the kumbaya when you see a grown-ass man that's yelling in your wife's face. You need to be getting in Martel's face and letting him know, first of all, you need to calm down. Second of all, you're not about to yell in my wife's face. That's disrespectful. Everybody know you've been cheating. But then again, you know, Martel's comeback is, well, you cheated on her too. And you were caught cheating too, because he's already done it. He's not going to take full responsibility for his mess. Okay. But I don't think anybody believes that Melody was just out here running around cheating. I mean, damn, she got 4 children. And I'm not saying it because she has 4 children that she can't cheat. But I feel like she tried to make her marriage work. All right. So like I said, in the new clip, Martel is seen screaming at Nell Fletcher because she didn't believe Martel when he came to her about Melody was the one cheating on him first. And Nell actually says to Martel that she didn't believe him. Whenever she told him that she don't believe him, that sparked something in Martel, and he got very boisterous and ran up in her face and was bowing up at Nell in the new clip. Okay. And was pretty much saying that that Nell always believed Melody over him. But that's the thing, Martel, if you don't believe his lies, then that's the kind of treatment that he gives you. He's very crazy. All right, so Melody says that he did not please her in the marriage, and she also goes on to say that that she was never pleased orgasmically. And I'm just like, I don't know, because Martel kind of walked around like he was Billy Badass, like he just had, you know, like he was just that dude. He walked around like he was just out here slanging. But then when we saw him on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you had on them socks stuffed down there. Like, you know, why are you stuffing socks down there? I kept saying that before. Why you got to be putting socks down there if you really, you know? And I said before, I feel like Melody made them kids. I don't feel like Martel did. Martel, you sound like you trash in the bedroom, sir. I'm sorry. I got to say it. All right. Your ex-wife did already put it out there that you ain't shit in the bedroom. I mean, yeah, you getting all these women, but you out here eating ass too. And that seems like the going thing here nowadays. And I don't want to be too graphic, but that seems like the going thing nowadays. And that's something that women like now. That ain't my thing, but hey, if that's your thing, do it. All right. But sounds like Martel, honey, he just hopped on and got his rocks off, and he got on up out of there. And Melody was like, yeah, nah. Somebody said lacking, not packing. That's exactly what it was. He lacking. And damn sure wasn't packing, okay? But kind of sound like it sounded like he wasn't doing what he needed to do in the bedroom. And that's sad that now that you would be out here and you forcing Melody, because see, like I said, all this time Melody been quiet. She ain't been telling his shit. She been protecting him, but she's at a point now, she already said in her life, this is the year of revelation. So he might want to pipe down, because there's a whole lot of stuff that Melody knows within that marriage that she ain't talked about. And I done told y'all she's doing a book. So she is actually speaking out. For her to verbally say that, and we've never heard Melody speak negatively about Martel. All this time she has been protecting him. So now she's at a point to where she's telling things, and we just kind of looking like, oh shit, like she said that. For her to say that Martel wasn't pleasing her and did not make her have an orgasm the entire time they were married, that's very telling. Okay. So you guys know that Martel put it out there also that Melody, like I was saying, stopped sleeping with him. And we know why, when she found out about Ariane. And once she found out that he was still lying to her about still messing with Ariane, y'all remember the episode where Ariane called when they were getting ready to go to an event, and Martel was saying that he blocked the number, which he had got a second phone, and Ariane had the number to that phone and was still communicating with him. That is when Melody was saying, I'm done. Okay. And Martel thing was always, you're not going to divorce me, are you? Because he knew that once Melody made up her mind to leave him, that was done so for him. His life was going to be shit like it is right now. And this is why he's doing everything that he can in order to get back with her, because he's suffering. Martel ain't eating. He don't have a place to stay. He's back staying with his mama like he used to be. It's getting real for him. He can't even go stay with Ariane now because she don't even have a place to stay. So the realization of the bullshit that he started from trying to prove a point and make Melody do what he wanted her to do, it's now blowing up in his face. That plan that he kind of hashed together to make Melody give him what he wanted now is backfiring on him, and he can't take it. He can't take it, okay? But y'all know it's frustrating if you're dealing with somebody that's not all that good in bed. You know, I don't know what that feels like. But for some of you that have somebody, I mean, and my thing is this: as women, you got to teach a man how to please you. You do. You got to teach a man how to please you. Tell them what it is that you like and show them how to perform to give you that pleasure and how you like it. I mean, most men, if you meet somebody, most of the time they don't know what it is that you like. So you have to teach them and show them those things. And I'm not saying that she should have took the time to do that. Hell, if he's out cheating, I ain't showing you shit. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to be focusing on me. And that's what Melody was doing. She let Martel know, I don't really need you. And at one point in time, she even moved out of the house and was doing her own thing. She was dating and doing her own thing, letting Martel know, this is going to be your realization if you don't get your shit together. And he really thought that she was playing because he decided, hey, I'm going to still be seeing Ariane. And now you don't even want Ariane. You don't even want Ariane. You don't even, the very thing that you said was pleasing you and giving you what you wanted. You don't even want that. You don't want to be seen in public with that. You don't want to take her around nowhere to even show everybody that after all these years, over a decade that you've been messing with this person, that you are still in love with this person. You saying you loved her, even though, and I see you put it in the chat, even though you called her a peasant, because Martel thinks that Ariane is beneath him. But to be honest, the two of them are in the same place. You called her a peasant, but Martel, you a peasant too. You are a peasant too. You can't pass an open book test. You can't please your wife. You don't take care of your kids. You ain't got nowhere to stay. You still in bankruptcy. Like everything you calling this girl, you are just as worse. You don't have shit to offer anybody. But his focus is on trying to find somebody else versus working on himself because his mama done told him ain't shit wrong with him. Martel believes nothing is wrong with him. And his mama, and y'all seen it, Marlene, what she said, what you need to go to counseling for? Why you need to go to counseling? Ain't nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with my boy. There's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. You don't need to be in counseling. For what? Why would you spend that money to go to counseling when you know he has issues? Okay. But Martel, he done hopped up there. Y'all remember what's the movie? And I'm gonna let y'all go here in a second. Y'all remember the movie Waiting to Exhale when old Chunky Boy jumped up there on Layla Rashawn and got his little rocks off, honey, after about 30 seconds. And then he gonna hop off, y'all remember, and go lay there beside her and say, woo, like he really was doing something. She was looking at him like, did this mother sucker really just lay over here and think that he did something after about 2-3 pumps? That's what it's giving me with Martel and Mel. That's what it's giving me with Mel and Martel. When she said he ain't pleasing her, in his mind, he felt like he was really doing something. But he's giving me old Chunky Boy off Waiting to Exhale that little Rashawn finally broke down and gave him some. And he done came up over there on that bullshit of 30 seconds. Done hopped his ass up there. Somebody said that's a funny scene. He done hopped his ass up there and then got his little rocks off, honey, after about 30 seconds and then laid his ass up there. Yes, you're everything that I thought you would be. And she laying there like, bitch, you're not. Okay. I done broke down and finally gave your fat ass some, and you done sat here and gave me 3 pumps, and you gonna lay your crusty ass up over here like you done did something? Like, no. I wish I could take my coochie back from you. That's what I would have told his ass. I wish that I could take my coochie back from you, because you done laid up here and played in my damn face. Women, y'all know that's frustrating as a mug. That's frustrating. I done broke down and gave your ass some. And you gonna lay up here and play with me like this. That will make you snap. That nothing will make you snap off on somebody more when they be on that level of bullshit. He's laying on there, woo! Yeah, this him laying over there. Yeah, I'm feeling real good now. How you feel? He done asked her, how you feel? She look like, bitch, how you think I feel? Talking to his ass with the tight lips. How you think I feel? Well, how do you feel? Tell me how you feel. What is it that you need? I can give you anything that you want. First of all, I need the dick game to be right. Now, I don't give a hot damn about no boat. I don't give a hot damn about no goat. And I damn sure don't give a hot damn about no nice dinner. But what I do care about is I don't let your ass come up over here. Okay. And you done wasted my time. Now, he trying to throw up all the things he can do for her. But she like, bitch, first of all, step one, you ain't handled right here first. Okay. What is it you need? I got a house. Bitch, I don't care about no house right now. We'll talk about the house later. But you laying here now, you ain't got no drawers on. We got to figure out how you going to fix this right here, right quick, before we start talking about the house and the boat and the goat and everything else. Nah. Y'all women, y'all feel me. Don't come over here on that bullshit. Now, don't come over here on that. I ain't want to give your chunky ass none anyway. Now, when I saw you from across the room, you was not giving what it needed to give. But, I was running out of options at the moment. Y'all know how women y'all be. I was running out of options. And you were talking right. And the alcohol was kind of had me a little inebriated. I was like this him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to break down and see what his ass is all about. He might be packing. Let me go on and see. Come on over at what? Come on over tomorrow about 8:30. And let's see what you're talking about. You done brought your ass up over there. Somebody say he was rubbing his stuff. He really thought he did something up in there. That's Martel. I can totally see him. So, Mel, how do you feel?
What do you mean how I feel, Martel? What do you mean? What you think you just did? Like, no, that was not giving me what it needed to be giving me.
Okay, and y'all know I got to say it in male voice.
That was not giving me what it needed to be giving me, Martel. Like, you only gave me 3 pumps, okay? Damn, I gotta go check on my roast.
Because y'all know this Mel, she loved to cook a roast.
I'm gonna go check on my roast, okay?
Because she don't want to embarrass his ass. She don't want to bruise his ego and tell him his ass was trash in the bedroom. He done got up and put on them tight ass pajamas, prancing around thinking he the shit like this. Yeah, I wore that out. Nigga, you didn't. You didn't. It's giving back. You didn't wear nothing out, sir. You didn't even sweat. Now, you know what they say, honey, when you sweat and when you're putting in your good work, that's when that's when you're doing a little something. When you're sweating, you weren't even up there long enough to even sweat. Somebody said, good morning, Petty Bill. That is just irritating as hell. That's irritating. Don't jump up there no 30 seconds and then be rolling over how you feel. So tell me how you feel. What was it good? Did you like it? Put your shit on and get out. That's gonna be my attitude. Put your shit on, get out. I ain't even making you breakfast. You ain't even gonna get no rag to even wash off. You ain't gonna get no wet wipe or nothing. Put your shit on and get out. That's gonna be my attitude. And I'm gonna be real anal when I say it. Somebody said, you ain't finished. Yeah. Like, oh my God. You up there 30 seconds. Oh my God. Like, oh my, what you calling on the Lord for? Why is you bothering the Lord after 30 seconds of being up there? Women, that be our attitude. What you calling the Lord for after 30 seconds? I know good and hell well you ain't calling on the Lord after 30 seconds and you ain't been up there but about. I would have told his ass, if you don't get your shit and get out of here. Don't call me. Lose my number. I'm gonna go ahead and block you, but lose my number. Don't call me. Don't call me no more. I'm gonna cut your ass out because you don't up to play with my damn face. But that's all I got for y'all this morning, honey. Martel, baby, you trash, honey. And don't be letting Sheree be boosting your ego, telling, oh, Martel is good in the bed. Martel, that was Sheree. Martel is good in the bedroom. Well, I think you would think that, but you had fat ass cross-eyed Bob up there jumping up and down on your ass. I would think that you would think that Martel was something else, baby, because he got some muscles or whatever. You laying up there looking at Bob ass on top of you like this for about 30 seconds. So that was probably an upgrade for you after seeing this shit for how long was she married to Bob? This Bob on top of Sheree for 30 seconds. Her ass laying up there. Oh my God. Oh my God, my kidneys. Bitch, shut up. Shut it up. Telling the world, oh, Martel? Girl, Martel is good at bed. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. It's giving Vienna sausage, according to his ex-wife, and she been with him the longest. So I got to believe what she's saying. Whatever Melody said, I got to go with that. Okay? Get out of here. This man is stuffing socks in his underwear on national television. So that tell me all I need to know. Sir, you are not giving what needs to be given. And somebody say I flatline. That Bob up there. 30 seconds. You like that, Ray Ray? How you like that, Ray Ray? That's him up there. With two little eyes, honey. Going to town, honey. That's him up there. How you like that, Ray Ray? Ray Ray, you like that, Ray Ray? Boy, bye. Get your ass out of here. Let's get on out of here, guys. Thank y'all for being here this morning. Woo! Yes, y'all, please be careful in the chat. Thank y'all, Maj. Y'all doing the damn thing. All right. But thank y'all this morning, Maj, for doing a great job. Thank you guys for being here. Somebody said drink some water. Woo, child. Right. Y'all have a good day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, child. I had to act the food just a little bit this morning, but I appreciate you guys coming on over here, honey. Hit that like button, honey. If you did not hit the like button, we appreciate y'all. Yes, child. Ray Ray. That's what we call it, honey. Ray Ray. How you like that, Ray Ray? But thank y'all for being here, honey. Please hit that like button if you did not hit the like button, guys. We appreciate you guys being over here and supporting. Also, please check out Dragiversary's video from yesterday, honey. We had a great time over there. We had some great topics as well. All right, check that out. Hit the like button as well. Come on back, child. I'm gonna try to do a pop-in for you guys today. All right. I will be working from home, as you can see. All right. I said I just bust out laughing. Woo! Thank y'all for being here. Y'all know I'm an active fool, but thank y'all. I appreciate you guys supporting. All right. I will see you guys later on for a pop-in today. I got to get the show together for later on, but y'all have a great day. Have a great Monday. Be safe out there. Don't let anybody piss y'all off at work, honey, because y'all know folk be acting a fool on a Monday. Don't be snapping off. Don't be grabbing on none of them folding chairs at work going upside nobody's head. I don't want to see it on the news now. I don't want to see nobody on the news and went upside somebody's head with a folding chair, because y'all know that's y'all going thing here now. Okay, but thank y'all. Somebody said, please come back, Caramel. I'm gonna try to come back this afternoon, okay, for a pop-in. Okay, because there's so much stuff going on. I cannot cover it all in Car Chronicles, okay? But thank y'all for being here. Love you guys all the way down. All right, please be safe. Love you guys, and goodbye.